3rd December 1993. What was the condition of India's banking sector at that time? When people went to the banks, it felt like entering a government office, like long waiting hours, poor service, and no respect for customers. But then a revolution began. And this was not an ordinary bank, my friends. It was created by Unit Trust of India, Life Insurance Corporation, General Insurance Corporation. Yes, the government institutions. But where is this bank today? It is India's third largest private sector bank with 64 million customers and a balance sheet worth 16 lakh crore rupees. So the question is, how did story change from UTI Bank to Axis Bank? How did this bank come close to death and then rise again like a phoenix bird? And the biggest question, was there a master strategy behind it or just a luck? Today we'll listen to a story that you many even have never heard before. So let's begin. Hello everyone, my name is Ankur Goswami, a banking professional and trainer. I welcome you all to this channel, Finance Career 24/7. Let's start and listen the story of this bank. So guys, this is the situation when new bank was born. The year was 1991. India's economy was struggling badly. Banks were full of corruption. Services were slow and customers were ignored. Then the RBI decided that India needed some new energy in banking. It was time to give license to the private banks. And then came 3rd of December 1993. In Ahmedabad, a new office opened, UTI Bank. Yes, friends, even though it started with the government money, its mindset was completely private. Government money, private efficiency. Interesting, right? Now let's hear about the first branch. On 2nd of April 1994, the first branch was opened, and guess who inaugurated it? The Finance Minister of India, then Finance Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh. That was a moment when government support and private efficiency came together. UTI Bank had a clear strategy from the start. First, it focused on corporate banking, big clients, big transactions, and quick profits. Second, it trusted technology. At that time, when most banks did not even understand what an ATM was, UTI Bank was already investing in technology. Third, it believed in quick decision making. Unlike government banks, it did not take months to solve the issues. Quick resolution were its promise. Then the results started showing soon. By the year 2000, UTI Bank had more than 50 branches. The customer base was growing fast, but the real turning point was yet to come. The year was 2007, the year that completely changed the identity of this bank. On 30th of July 2007, UTI Bank became Axis Bank. Now you know the reason why it became. Because the management wanted a fresh identity, a name that would not depend on UTI's legacy but stand strong on its own. What does Axis means? Understand, I'm sure you heard about this word Axis in your physics and maths. So it means the center point, the thing around which everything revolves. With rebranding came a new vision. To become India's most preferred bank, the mission was ambitious, but the execution was even more interesting, as you will see. Now guys, the golden era, Shikha Sharma, I'm sure you heard about this name. Now we move toward the year 2009. The world was going through a global financial crisis. Lehman Brothers had collapsed. AIG was being rescued and the banking sector everywhere was shaking. Alright guys, here I want to just know, like if you want to know about the US 2008 crisis, if you want to get some video, case study or documentary, then put your concern on the comment box. Definitely I'll make on that. Now at that time, Axis Bank made a bold move. It appointed Shikha Sharma as a CEO. Who was Shikha Sharma? You must have heard her name. She was senior leader from ICICI, a part of KV Kamath's core team, and the founding MD and CEO of ICICI Prudential Life Insurance. An interesting fact, she had lost the race to become ICICI Bank CEO to Chanda Kochar. Axis Bank saw her potential and hired her. That was a smart decision. Shikha's belief was simple. Banking should be simple, not complex. Her strategy was built on 3 strong pillars. The first pillar was focus on retail banking. Since corporate loans were risky, she shifted focus to personal loans, home loans and credit cards. The second pillar was digital transformation. She invested early in UPI and digital banking. In 2012-13, when mobile banking only meant checking balance, Shikha was already looking at the future. The third pillar was premium banking. For rich customers, she launched the Burgundy program. The Burgundy is one of the Axis Bank's product, which offered exclusive lounges, personal relationship managers, and special privileges. The strategy was huge success between 2009 and 13. Axis Bank kept growing, profit increased, and customer base doubled. Shikha won the India's Best Women CEO award in 2013. Everything looked perfect, but a big mistake was happening quietly. So friends, between 2010 and 2015, Shikha team gave large loans to infrastructure companies, power, steel and constructions. At that time, these sectors looked safe because India's growth story was booming. But by 2015 to 16, everything started to go wrong. Now the crisis came. In 2016 to 17, the Axis Bank NPA or non-performing assets started rising sharply. Guys, what is NPA? Basically, if any customer has taken a loan from the bank and not able to fulfill the loan within like 90 days, then that particular loan is called NPA. So in March 2015, the gross NPA was only 1.34%, but which was safe. But by March 2017, it jumped to 5.04% and by December, it reached 5.28%. What went wrong? Infrastructure projects failed. Power plants did not get coal. The steel industry collapsed. Axis Bank even created watch list of 22,628 crore, admitting that these loans might not come back. Then came the real shock. In October 2017, RBI's audit found that Axis Bank had hidden bad loans worth 5,632 CR. The divergence ratio was 129%, which meant the bank was not showing its real NPA. It was a serious issue. Profit fell by 31%, and in April 2018, Axis Bank reported its first loss in 46 quarters, that was 2,189 crore. The stock market reacted sharply. And as if that was not enough, another scandal came in December 2017. The bank's quarterly results were leaked on WhatsApp before being sent to the stock exchange. SEBI started an investigation. An allegation of insider trading were made. The credibility of bank was in question. RBI then advised the board to reconsider Shikha Sharma's reappointment. In April 2018, Shikha herself decided to shorten her term from 3 years to only 7 months. On 31st of December 2018, she gave her last press conference and said, "People come and go, but institutions last much longer if they are built right." She left with dignity, but behind her was a bank in crisis. The big question now was who would save it. Now the entry of a man, the name called Amitabh Chaudhry. Friends, I'm sure you heard like I would say the few days back, Amitabh Chaudhry received a Bankers of the Year award, right? So on 1st of January 2019, the new year began with a new hope. Amitabh Chaudhry took over the CEO of Axis Bank. Who was he? Understand. He started his career at Bank of America in 1987. Later became the MD and CEO of SDFC Life and was known for making tough decisions. He is an IIT Pilani and IIM Ahmedabad graduate. His credentials were top class, but the challenges he faced were huge. The bank had 34,000 crore of gross NPA, employee morale was low, customer trust was broken and the stock price was falling. Amitabh's turnaround plan became a case study in business schools. The first phase was crisis control. Between 2019 and 20, his main focus was NPA resolution. He used the insolvency and bankruptcy code, sold bad assets, recovery money and reduced exposure to big corporate loans. At the same time, he started changing the culture of the bank. Earlier employees were under extreme pressure with unrealistic daily targets like opening 10 to 15 accounts a day. Amitabh slowly shifted the focus to sustainable model and valued employee well-being. He also shifted focus towards retail and SME. SME as in small medium enterprises banking. Corporate lending was reduced and more attention was given to the credit card, retail loans, small business to reduce risk. The second phase, 2023, was all about growth and expansion. The focus was strongly on digital transformations. Shikha's earlier investment in UPI started paying off. By 2025, Axis Bank had 32% UPI market share, both in value and volume. Its mobile app rating was among the best, between 4.7 and 4.8. It also launched the world first UPI ATM known as Android Cash Recycler. Axis also started the Bharat banking strategy, which focused on rural and semi-urban areas. Around 47% of its branches were now in the regions, promoting financial inclusions. The biggest turning point came in March 2022 when Axis Bank announced that it would buy Citibank, India's consumer banking business. The deal was worth 12,325 crore, which later came down to 11,603 crore. The deal was completed on 1st March 2023. Though this deal, Axis got 2.4 million premium customers, 1.8 million credit cards, 94,700 crore in wealth management assets, and 3,200 trained city employees. So the deal also added 40,000 crore in deposits, with 77% being CASA. CASA as in current account, saving account. So what was more impressive was that entire integration was completed in just 18 months, much ahead of schedule. Now guys, what makes Axis Bank different? The unique strategy. Now let's talk about some of the unique products that Axis Bank has launched. The first is Burgundy Private, the one card. This is not a just credit card. It's a 3-in-1 card that works as a credit card, debit card and forex card. To qualify for it, one needs a total relationship value of 5 crore or a monthly salary of 10 lakhs. It's made for an ultra-rich segment. The features are impressive. Zero forex markup for international travel, zero cash withdrawal fees, 50 golf round free every year. 50 golf. Now what is golf? So guys, golf is one of the sport. I'm sure you heard about it. There's a one stick, the long stick and a white color ball. You have to hit the ball with a stick in a open green ground. I'm sure like the picture is visible in my screen. That's a golf game, golf sport, which is very famous for the people who are high profile people, and that's very expensive sport in the world. Correct. Even in this Burgundy Private Edge reward points for every 200 rupees is spent, which is equals to 6% reward rate. It competes with luxury cards like Amex, Centurion and City Ultima. Axis Bank also leads in UPI innovation. It was one of the first bank to allow linking of credit card with UPI, with daily limits between 1 lakh rupees and 5 lakh rupees. It works on PhonePe, Paytm and Bheem. Axis also launched a digital first product like booking FDs through UPI, logged FD feature for digital fraud protection, one view feature to see all accounts in one place, and express banking points with Hitachi. Amitabh Chaudhry's strategy was called GPS, growth, profitable and sustainability. Under growth, Axis has over 68 million customers, 5,876 branches, 13,941 ATMs and 14% market share in credit card. Under profitability, in financial year 2024, Axis reported a net profit of 6,181 crore, which was 30% higher than the previous year, with a return on equity of 18.5%, a gross NPA of 1.28% and net NPA 0.33%. Now under sustainability, Axis became the first Indian bank to create an ESG committee in 2021. It has 21,607 crore in green lending, 88% renewable energy use and $550 million IFC loan for green project. After the crisis, Axis rebuilt trust with full transparency, regular investor updates and improved service quality by using Citi phone banking systems. It achieved an NPS score, NPS is a net promoter score, of 167, well above the baseline of 100, and was named a great place to work for consecutive 4 years. It invested 10.2% of its expense in technology, gained 15 million monthly active users and won several global awards like FT Bank of the Year 2024, Times World Best Company 2024 and the most recommended retail bank in India. That's wonderful. Now the next, current landscape and the future. Let's look at the number as of March 2025. Axis Bank balance sheet stands at 16.9 lakh crore. Its total market share in assets is 5.3%. It has around 68 million customers, over 1.4 lakh employees, and 5,876 branches, of which 41% are in a rural area and semi-urban areas. So guys, in credit cards, Axis hold 14% market share with over 10.6 million cards. In UPI, it has 32% market share and is number 1 in merchant payments. Its mobile app has rating between 4.7 and 4.8. In wealth management, Axis Bank is the third largest bank in India with 3.87 trillion in AUM and over 2.3 lakh Burgundy customers. Its capital adequacy ratio is 17.07% and CET1 ratio is 14.67%, showing strong financial stability. However, not everything is perfect. That's totally true. There are something challenges as well. The bank is seeing rising NPA in unsecured loans and stress in credit cards and personal loans. RBI has issued some warnings. Competition is also tough. ICICI Bank is 40% bigger by assets. HDFC Bank is far ahead. Kotak Mahindra Bank, Yes Bank and RBL are strong competitors. Global factors like trade wars and economic slowdowns are also threats. There have also been employee concerns about toxic culture and high attrition in the past. In September 2024, RBI imposed 1.9 crore penalty for non-compliance. Still, Amitabh Chaudhry is confident. His vision for 2030 is to close the gap with ICICI, become the #1 selected segments and keep a premium brand image. The focus will be on premiumization through the Burgundy franchisee leadership in wealth management, digital advancement using AI and machine learning, deeper rural reach through Bharat banking, more financial inclusion, stronger ESG goals and green lending. The bank plans to focus first on the consolidation before looking for the new acquisitions. Now friends, so this way the story of Axis Bank, a journey that began with the government support, grew with the private efficiency, faced a deadly crisis and rose again like a phoenix. There are few key lessons from this story. The number one is innovation matters. Yeah, early digital investment gave results. Second, leadership matters. Both Shikha and Amitabh changed the game in their own ways. Third, crisis brings opportunity. That's true. The city deals is a great example. Fourth, trust takes years to build but seconds to break. The 2016 to 2018 crisis proved that. And the fifth, adaptability. Adaptability is a key to survival. Axis shifted from corporate focus to retail just in time. Today, Axis Bank is not just a bank, it's a case study in resilience, transformation and smart strategy. 68 million customer trust this bank today. It holds assets worth 16 lakh crore rupees and more importantly, it has rebuilt the credibility that was once lost. Shikha Sharma was right when she said, people come and go, but institutions last much longer if they are built right. Axis Bank truly has built right. So this was the untold story of India's third largest private sector bank, Axis Bank. If you like this story, make sure to like and share it with your friends. Tell me in the comments who is the story should I cover the next. ICICI or SDFC or any other banking drama or any other top banking leader. So guys, till then stay Dil Se Open. You know, Dil Se Open, that's Axis Bank tagline by the way. Hope you enjoyed this journey. Take care friends and connect with this channel. BFSI, Career 24/7. Thank you so much. Take care.